May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. We're looking at the Euro USD, the Euro USD. We're looking at the weekly time frame right now. Hey guys, bear in mind, this month, this week, excuse me, on Wednesday, we are going to have FOMC. All right, that is a big one. All right, and when the Fed gets together and they determine the interest rate for the U.S., it's a huge impact. It's potentially a market reversing kind of impact. That you know that's the potential for FOMC, CPI, or any interest rate for any country. Interest rate decision. Um, uh, Non-farm payroll at NFP is like that as well. So you want to be careful when you're trading on those days. Now, we're looking at the weekly time frame. First thing I want you to notice is that the market's been bearish, making lower lows and lower highs. What's going on with my mouse here? Lower lows and lower highs, right? And then the last break of market structure was a bearish winner right here. All right, where we took out this low, traded below it, and everything after this, especially in a market that is trending down, everything after this becomes a pullback until this high is taken out. Actually, it's this high because this is the major high. This this high happened in between this high and this low. So it's kind of noisy. All right, it's kind of noisy, but you see that it respected the trend line at the top there. This is a descending channel. All right, and if the market takes out this high, then you know that confirms that we are in a reversal. This would be the bullish break of market structure. All right. This is the high that is responsible for this low. This low is the one that we watch and say, if the market breaks that high, then we would stop looking for shorts. Doesn't mean we start looking for longs. It means stop looking for shorts until this high is taken. That's the way I read it. Anyway, you might have a different view, but uh, you do what works for your trading plan. Okay. Now, if I'm viewing this as a pullback, I'm waiting for that pullback to show that it's going to end. And what would be that end? It would look like this: a high, a higher low, a higher high, a lower low. Ha ha! All right, and then a pullback into this part of that impulsive move where the market finds a fair value gap, and then we can take shorts from there. Okay, what do we got over here? We got highs being taken, high being taken, higher high, higher high. Here we go. And then the market gives an impulsive move to the downside. Aha, breaking structure to the downside. This is the exact opposite of what's happening with the US dollar. This is the inverse. All right. The thing you want to key in on is we traded below. It wasn't a sweep. It wasn't just a wick lower. All right. And this is the lowest point. This is the low of this consolidation. This is the first time the market broke structure to the downside where a low was taken out. All the lows were being respected up until this happened. Now we have a pullback. All right. And you can see I have the high, the low, and the midpoint of this ascending channel marked out. And you can see there is some respect being shown that middle point, that mid mark, right? And what I want you to do is key in, get inside this on the weekly. There's a lot of information here. What happened? We got two bullish candles here in this consolidation, right? The market did not take out the high last week of the previous week, the weekly candle. It did not take out that high, but it certainly did close below that low. It closed below that low and the low of this entire consolidation. to what? Inside, we have a bullish fair value gap. All right. I was looking at this bullish fair value gap last week. All right. From this low to this high. I was looking at this bullish fair value gap last week thinking the market may find support for higher prices here. All right. That did not happen. All right. Got to keep this in mind. The last break of market structure was a bearish one. This is a pullback. All right. I want to watch for a a bounce from a bullish fair value gap, but I should not expect one. I will be on the lookout for it. But what I'll be looking for instead is a sign. Why is this low like this? Why can't things just stay the way I left it? Okay, all right. What I want you to see is that there was there was a close last week below the low of this fair value gap. It has been disrespected to the downside. All right. That would mean there is a good chance that this is a good potential that the market is going to turn this into a inverted fair value gap. Taking a while, take the crocodile. Okay. So the market could use this instead of finding support here, it will find resistance and then continue down from here. So what am I looking for in this next candle? This is the opening candle for the week ahead. I'm expecting the market to push up higher and push down further. Open high, low close is what I'm looking for. That looks like this. Open high, low close. All right. This is the wick. That's the wick. All right. So that's what I'm looking for next week. Doesn't mean it's going to happen just because I'm looking for it. But because we close below the low of this consolidation in such a fashion, I'm looking for a pullback. And then further down, if we go to the weekly, to the daily, what you can see is that in that impulsive move down, this is Tuesday, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This was a classic weekly profile where Monday moves away opposite of the intended move. And you see the high being established early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, and the rest of the week heading towards the low. All right, in this case. All right, so I'm also keeping my eye on this inversion of the inversion of this fair value gap. I'm looking for the market to push maybe into the bearish fair value gap here and then continue down further. Okay, finding support somewhere around this bearish, this inverted fair value gap. Okay. All right. If we go down to the weekly, let me look at the quarterly first. Let me look at that quarter. That very, very nice possibility here. If you put your what do you call it? Fibonacci retracement tool here. Come on, come on. Put your Fibonacci retracement tool here, and you look at this the numbers above the 50% of the range of this impulsive move. Look at the numbers above as premium. This is discount. Can we move from discount into premium prices where we want to take shorts? These are the optimal trade entry levels here: 786, 705, and 618, the golden ratio. If we see the market push up into this area, we could find a very nice trade to take up in this range. All right, doesn't have to go all the way up here, but if it does, that'd be optimal. All right, these are the optimal trade entry levels, and if it just peaks above the 50%, that's when I start looking. That's when I will start looking for my sell model. All right, and I don't think I marked anything for the hourly time frame. No, I didn't. Let me see. Get that out of here. Come on. All right. Yeah. We're clear. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button and the boost button. All right, and just bear something in mind. We got FOMC on Wednesday. Be careful trading on that day. That's high impact news. And I want you to also be aware that I already put out a video for today for the US dollar index. It was a long one and it's pretty detailed. And I hope you take advantage and find it helpful. I'll see you in the next video. That will be the pound USD, and I'll see you there. May profits be upon you.